There's been a lot of great times here, a lot of great times, and you know, I think that's one of the great things about my business is that they're all people related too, and that's the fun about that. I love what I did. I love it, but I feel very peaceful. You know, thank God, I'm very peaceful what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing, and at the end of the day, that's how I've done everything in my career. I just, you know, do the right thing. I would like to think that we did the right things for kids. Basically, that's at the end of the day, we did the right things for kids, and you know, I think we've had a lot of success winning. We've had our ups and downs, like you always do. We battled adversity, but at the end of the day, we did the right things for kids, and that's the most important thing.
The Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan.
You're looking at Fayetteville, Arkansas. Yes, the food is cooking out there. That's going to be the site of Gary Pinkel's final game on the sidelines. As the head coach of the Tigers, we're getting you set for Mizzou football right here on CBS and Channel 4. And welcoming everybody to the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan. I'm Maurice Drummond. Hey, we're getting you set for Mizzou and Arkansas. It's the season finale for the Tigers and those 21 seniors, and of course, Gary Pinkel will close out his 15-year career as Mizzou's head coach. Pinkel will now step away to concentrate on his fight against lymphoma. News 4's Doug Vaughn takes an in-depth look at how Gary Pinkel reshaped the landscape of Mizzou football.
He hadn't planned to retire for another 3 or 4 years, but that changed for Gary Pinkel when he was diagnosed with lymphoma in May. He had a difficult time getting through his press conference announcing his intention of stepping down after this season. The tears came with a lot of memories of 15 seasons at Mizzou. He arrived on the scene in 2001, a 48-year-old coach coming off a highly successful run at Toledo.
We will work very, very hard to build a first-class winning program that's respected in the Big 12 and respected nationally, and we'll work very hard to do that. We'll also work very hard to keep the best players in the state of Missouri at the University of Missouri.
Gary Pinkel coached his first game for Mizzou here at Faurot Field on September 1st, 2001. The Tigers lost that game to Bowling Green 20-13. They had some bad losses that first season. Nebraska beat them 36-3, Kansas State 24-3. They lost to Michigan State 55-7. Tigers were just 4-7 that first year under Pinkel, but in a span of just 2 years, he had turned the program into a winner. Led by quarterback Brad Smith, the Tigers put together an 8-5 season in 2003. 2 more future NFL quarterbacks, Chase Daniel and Blaine Gabbert, helped continue the program's momentum. Pinkel says his 2 most memorable moments were victories over top-ranked teams, a 36-28 win over Kansas at Arrowhead Stadium in 2007 that briefly vaulted the Tigers to the #1 ranking in the country, and a 36-27 win over #1 Oklahoma in Columbia in 2010. Missouri had evolved from a college football punchline to a legitimate power and eventually earned an invitation to the Southeastern Conference.
When I took the job here, we wanted to build a program that got some respect in the Big 12 and nationally. And I think we've done that. 5 divisional titles in the last 8 years. After this year, 9. Did not win a championship. You can put that in parentheses.
He didn't get his conference championship, but he did become the program's all-time winningest coach. In the time he was at Mizzou, the school saw an enrollment increase from 23,000 students to 35,000, and the robust football program was a major contributing factor. Pinkel says he's not exactly sure what he'll do next for a job, possibly consulting, while he undergoes treatment for lymphoma.
But I'm going to be okay. I guarantee I'm going to enjoy myself. And I'm going to do things that I was best with my wife and my family, my 8 grandkids, and I got plenty of those things to do. But I'll do something of significance. I'll find something.
Gary Pinkel is going to close out 15 years in Columbia, but he's going to coach his final game in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And that's where we find News 4's Brian Feldman, who's standing by live with more on what the players are saying about this season finale. Brian?
Maurice, good afternoon from rainy, cold, and just downright miserable Fayetteville, Arkansas here. If this is football weather, that's why I'm standing right here talking to you right now and not out getting ready to play. And I have to tell you, this is quite possibly the last game in the tenure of Gary Pinkel. If Missouri does not win, this is it. And unless they go to a bowl game at 5-7, which would appear to be unlikely. The players, I talked to them this week. I have talked to them over the last several years. They adore, they absolutely love Missouri head coach Gary Pinkel. Just think about the iconic image of Gary Pinkel dancing with his players after beating BYU 2 weeks ago. Just imagine and think about that iconic image of Pinkel getting carried off the field last week against Tennessee in the loss because that was his last game at Faurot Field. And I went to Columbia this week and I talked to the players to find out, are they trying to win this one game here at Arkansas to get to 6 wins, to get to a bowl game just for their head coach, the beloved Gary Pinkel?
It's not really for coach. It's for this team, and it's for these seniors and everybody else. I mean, yeah, coach is important, but at the same time, it's these seniors' class. It's their last game. It's their last regular season game. It's going to be an important game for all of us. It's going to be a gut check for all of us. And you know what? We need to win this game to go to a bowl game and have fun at a bowl game. But we're facing a really tough Arkansas team. It's going to be at their place. It's going to be a little cold, a little wet. It's going to be really loud, rivalry game, and we're excited. I know they're excited too.
That's something we really starting to preach now. Trying to at least get to a bowl game, at least win that for GP. Like let them go out in style, go out with a ring for our seniors and everything like that. So that's something that we definitely been pushing on the younger guys.
We want to win the game, period, but we definitely want to win it for Coach Pinkel, considering, this is one of his last games. And but we want to win, just period, because we don't like to lose around here.
I wouldn't even say there's been talk so much as, winning it for Coach. That's definitely been a conversation, but it's not, a big motivation factor. It's really, go out there and, let's get this last W so we can go to a bowl game.
Coach Pinkel has been steadfast the last couple weeks. He does not want the attention on him. He wants it on his players. He wants it on the season. He wants it pretty much everywhere but himself. And the players agree.
Coach Pinkel definitely does not want any of the attention on him. He wants us to go about this as, as a normal week and a week that we need to win.
Yeah, I think he is, but at the same time, that's the job. That's college football. That stuff's going to happen. It's up to us to win this last game. They're going to put us in the right situation to win this last game, and we have to go out and we have to execute against a really good team.
So now the big question is, what in the world is Gary Pinkel going to do that he has done being the head coach of the Missouri Tigers after the season is over, whether it's today, whether it's a bowl game, or whenever it may be? Well, coming up a little bit later on our pregame show, we're going to find out not just from Gary Pinkel what he thinks he may or may not do in retirement, but what his players think he should do once he retires. That's coming up a little bit later on here on our Missouri pregame show. Maurice, let's send it back to you.
All right, Brian, thanks a lot. Look forward to that. Back now in studio, I'm pleased to welcome in a man who played for Gary Pinkel, played at the Smet, the local product, the former Tiger receiver. Wes Camp here to break it all down for us. Thank you for coming in, my man.
Thanks for having me, Mo.
Absolutely. I know you wouldn't miss a day like this. I want to get your thoughts just right off the bat. Gary Pinkel and his legacy. How will this man be remembered at Mizzou?
Most winningest coach at Mizzou in Missouri's history, 118 wins. Really, the Phoenix comes up, a storied program or, aircraft that crashes for the past 30, 40 years. And then, he gave them wings again. Speaking about the program, University of Missouri, locked down the borders, keeping our great talent inside of our state, St. Louis area, Metro St. Louis area, and then just really helping get this program back on its feet and then now bringing us to the SEC.
I know a couple of weeks ago we were looking at Gary Pinkel at his press conference. He was talking about the battle he's going to have against cancer. And, you know, you got a chance to talk to Gary Pinkel recently, and what are some of the thoughts that he has? Is there a point where does he feel like he's walking away too soon? Does you feel like he feels good about what he's doing? What are your thoughts just from talking with him, man to man?
I think it was really a heavy heart that he had to do this. Obviously, having cancer, it is in remission. He's going to be fine, live out hopefully a great and healthy life. Has to get 6-month checkups on his health. He obviously didn't want to go away from the game. He definitely had a great desire to win a championship for the University of Missouri, so I think he's sad not to do that. But he's also looking back on this and saying, I had a heck of a 15-year run here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Gary Pinkel always talked, you mentioned it, sealing the borders, making sure Mizzou talent was in the state. Now, there was a point where it wasn't popular to go to Mizzou. You did. Why?
Why? I guess it starts with the Will Franklins, being a top talent, a 4-star guy from St. Louis, and then you're looking at both being wide receivers from here and just saying, hey, well, if he went there, he's doing all right. Well, I guess I can go there too. Both myself and Blaine Gabbert both committed to different colleges going, and we said, hey, if anything ever changes, let's just stay at home and go to Mizzou. And that's an 07 time period, went to the #1 ranking. And just to see that program grow and then what it's done for our state, it gave you a sense of pride in saying, well, if we're #1 here, why do I need to go outside of the state to go to school anywhere?
So mission accomplished for Gary Pinkel.
Absolutely.
No doubt about that. Well, of course, we saw from Brian Feldman, a rainy forecast ahead. Kristen Cornett is in, and she's got a little weather forecast. And, Kristen, it looks ugly out there.
Ugly is a good word for it. Yeah, let's go with ugly. We've got widespread rain. Here's Fayetteville. Okay, they might even have a little rumble of thunder from time to time, but for the most part, it's just widespread rain. Occasionally, you can see a few little holes here and there. Occasionally, there'll be a break, but they won't last for long because as we widen out the view, so here's Fayetteville, you can see there's still all of this back out to the southwest heading in that direction. So, game time forecast. Kickoff about 42 degrees, cloudy skies, rain likely, winds north at around 8 miles per hour. And that doesn't change. Rest of the game, temperatures aren't going to move. They're going to hang out in the low 40s. Rain will continue to be likely. Again, it could be heavy at times, and currently the area is actually under a flood warning. Mo, back to you.
All right, Kristen, thank you very much. We're going to check back with you a little bit later on the show. And coming up next on the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan, we're going to look back on some of the talented Tigers who transcended the program and later made their way to the NFL.
Chill, late day, under pressure, last step, Missouri has the ball, up the sideline, Shane Ray, touchdown Tigers, what a play!
Oh, Gus, yeah, a lot of excitement out there. Michael Sam and Shane Ray among those who had great careers under Gary Pinkel. The Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan, rolls on from Fayetteville and St. Louis. Stay with us.
News for this morning, watching out for you, exposing misuse of your tax dollars, bringing change to our area, delivering the very best for a community that deserves nothing less, bringing home the kind of stories you've come to expect from our news team. News for this morning, watching out for you.
It's back. Nissan's holiday event, now with special Black Friday offers.
Choose Ultima with 0% APR for up to 72 months, or Sentra with 0% for up to 72 months. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
It's Dream Play's Black Friday specials. Save 50% on select play sets plus free installation. Save 30% on Goal Center basketball goals plus free installation. Spring free trampolines with free hoop and ladder plus free installation. Dream Play Recreation. We build fun.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it?
Bam! 20% back? Awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models. Hurry, ends Monday.
Being the parent of a disabled child can be challenging and rewarding at the same time. Deer Valley Home Health understands your situation. We have compassionate, knowledgeable private duty nurses, as well as personal care attendants available to assist you. Give your family a break. Let us make life easier for you and your child. Call Mary, our Healthy Child and Youth Coordinator, at 314-219-1212. Deer Valley Home Health, your leader in home health.
The News 4 Bommarito Street Fleet.
Always watching out for you. It's KMOV's Thanks for Giving, helping those less fortunate this holiday season. Please donate food to Operation Food Search from now until December 10th, when Channel 4 will be live all day at these Deerbergs locations. KMOV's Thanks for Giving. We'll see you on December 10th.
Some of the great moments from Gary Pinkel's time at Mizzou. Meanwhile, it's a soggy day in Fayetteville, and the Tigers and Razorbacks are coming your way. Mizzou football coming up here on CBS and Channel 4. Mizzou needs a win today against Arkansas to become bowl eligible. They've got 5 wins on the season. Win number 6 would secure a bowl game for the 11th time in Gary Pinkel's 15 seasons at Mizzou. And some Tiger fans made the trip to Fayetteville, including News 4's own Emily Rowell. She joins us from Arkansas. Emily, how are you doing out there?
Hey, Mo Drummond, good to be here. As you know, I'm a diehard Mizzou fan, so I was planning on coming down here to the game anyway. Well, the boss heard word of that, said, how about you help out Maurice Drummond and Brian Feldman and just, come out, hang out with them. So here I am, happy to be here, though, even though soggy does not quite cut it to describe the conditions out here. We are wet to the bone. Take a look at this parking lot. Not exactly what you'd call a crowded tailgating spot, but hey, there are some Mizzou fans. We've seen them. Another car just pulled up. Yeah, we got some more over here behind me. So those other fellow diehard fans have made it out, have been braving the rain, and also talked to a family who has made this sort of a tradition. Take a listen to what they had to say about being here today in the rain.
This is the second year. Last year we were in Columbia and now we're in Arkansas, so it's exciting.
It's a great way to spend the Thanksgiving weekend with your family and friends. It's perfect. Little Black Friday shopping last night, and then here we are today.
So you guys are troopers, though. There are not a lot of other Mizzou fans around here.
No one.
Didn't see a lot of tiger tails on the way down, but that's okay. No worries there.
You heard what they said. Didn't see a whole lot of tiger tails. We just had another one pull up here, though. You guys getting wet?
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Not too dry out here.
An important game, though, for Pinkel, you guys. What do you feel about him supporting the team and being here, even in the weather conditions?
Yeah, it's sad that he's leaving, but it'll be nice to see his last game here in Mizzou. Hope we got out the win.
Really special to be here and to support him. We've heard that from a lot of fans, and we'll tell you more about that later in the show, Mo. But even though we've got this rain coming down here in Fayetteville, people very happy to be here. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Emily, thanks a lot. Stay as dry as you can. I'm not going to say stay dry. Stay as dry as you can. That's the
try.
Which she's going to try. Back now with Wes Camp here in the pregame show. Tigers need win number 6 to get to that bowl. So, Wes, I want to ask you how much pressure is on these young men to try to not only win one for Pinkel, to try to go out on a good note,
right,
but also talking about trying to get to a bowl.
Yeah, bowl eligibility is huge. Coach Pinkel's been through 10 bowls in his 15 seasons. So the difference between that one win to get to 5 to 6 wins, it's going to be huge. And there was a great emphasis on winning the last game, which they weren't able to. But you got a great opponent here in Arkansas who's going to come out to play, coming off a big win over LSU, who was number 9 at the time. They're going to like to ground and pound, so the weather helps them out. And both passing offenses for both these schools hasn't been stellar as of late.
Well, there's a reason why they've been to a lot of bowls, because guys like you, a lot of talented players have played at Mizzou. Let's take a look at some of Gary Pinkel's first rounders from over the years. You know the names, Ziggy Hood and Jeremy Macklin, both in 09. Sean Witherspoon, the linebacker. Blaine Gabbert, your old teammate. Alden Smith, Sheldon Richardson, Shane Ray. Just want to get your thoughts on this list, Wes.
Really, the first, Ziggy Hood, obviously starting things out, was a great defensive lineman for us at Missouri. I believe he's in Jacksonville with the Jaguars now. 09 with Jeremy Macklin there, Kirkwood product. really helped Coach Pinkel in his national recruiting and keeping the Missouri players, big-name players, in state. Also, just a great kid on and off the field, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So changed the game there. Sean Weatherspoon, another did great things with the Atlanta Falcons, now with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and Michael Sam, not on that list, but he was a guy who was also the SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Talk to you about a couple of guys. Let's start off with the guy who probably started it off for Gary Pinkel. Brad Smith was really Gary Pinkel's first star.
Yeah. First star, first national star, and putting Mizzou on the national stage and spotlight. He started off, I guess, was the second player in college football history to have 2,000 passing yards with also 1,000 rushing yards. I believe he did that for 2 seasons while at Mizzou. And really just putting us on the national stage, taking the reins from where Corby Jones left off. And then, obviously, his senior year where Chase Daniel started filling in a little bit was just a great transition for the Missouri program.
And I want to talk about Chase Daniel, a guy who became a Heisman Trophy candidate. How special was he to the program? How did he help transcend this program?
Well, going to #1 in the program in 07 doesn't hurt. They were there for 2 weeks. And then just also what he's done for the younger quarterbacks. The tutelage and training he's given to Blaine Gabbert, as well as what he's done for James Franklin, and I'm sure Matty Mock and Drew Lock. He's one of those guys who stays around the program and helps the kids out even when he doesn't have to.
Yeah, and of course you talked about Jeremy Maclin, the speed, and also guys like Chase Kaufman and your old teammate Blaine Gabbert. Yeah. Talk about Blaine.
Blaine's doing a phenomenal job. Had a tough go at it, starting off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's tough when you go to offensive team with no offensive line or running game. Or
it's been a little rough.
Right,
but a few hits.
But he's doing great as of late out in San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick's out with a season-long injury, and when last time I talked to him, he learned more in those few months with Harbaugh than he had learned in the NFL that far.
Yeah, a lot of talent Gary Pinkel has had over the years, no doubt about that. Still to come on the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan. Of course, we have a football game we have to break down. We're going to take a closer look at Mizzou and Arkansas and the freshman quarterback for the Tigers, Drew Lock.
Going into the next year, I mean, we've gone through a ton of adversity as of now, and to be able to get to a bowl game through all of this, that would be a big deal, and to show that we can overcome a lot of stuff and get things done.
Yeah, Drew Lock, he's had his share of growing pains this season, but he's going to tell you why a victory over Arkansas today would be a huge boost to the Mizzou program. And we're going to break down the struggles of the Mizzou offense through the year. We are also watching the Mizzou pregame report, sponsored by Nissan, as we get you closer to Mizzou and Arkansas right here on Channel 4.
It's Rothman's Black Friday sale. Heart-pounding early bird doorbusters. Recliner sofa, $388. Accent chair, $149. Black Friday. Take an extra 20% off your entire purchase. Or no interest for 5 years. Rothman Furniture and Mattress.
There's a place where hard work is king. Where people punch in early and leave late. And so is it any surprise that when a true hero is born, that they come from a place like this? Ram salutes the heroes of the Hunger Games. Watch The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, now playing. Hurry in for 0% APR for 75 months on a 2015 Ram 1500 model. Ends November 30th. Get 0% APR for 75 months for up to $12,000 in total values on the 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
From seasonal work to lasting rewards, get there with a job at UPS. Whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. We're immediately seeking daytime driver helpers and part-time package handlers right here in your own community. Apply now to work close to home. A great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com/TV or text UPS Jobs to 33733.
Save on every new GMC during the Big Bommarito GMC Macy's Day Black Friday 3-day sales event. Black Friday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Buy a 2016 GMC Acadia with $63.50 off and receive a $500 Macy's gift card. After 11 a.m. through Monday at 9 p.m., buy with $53.50 off and receive a $250 Macy's gift card. Plus, every new GMC has a Bommarito exclusive 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide warranty. Doors open at 8 a.m. Black Friday at Bommarito GMC and Bommarito.com.
And then Santa's workers zapped it right to our house. And that's how they got it here.
So Santa has a transporter?
For the big stuff. And it's a teleporter.
Cool.
The magic of the season is here at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Lease the 2015 NX200 Turbo for $349 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Follow us on Twitter at KMOV.
Attention St. Louis. Rothman Furniture announces a sale so big, we can only do it Black Friday. Early bird doorbusters, Jay's recliner, $167. Sofa, $267. Black Friday, take an extra 20% off or no interest for 5 years. Rothman Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan.
And welcome back, everybody. Maurice Drummond, Wes Kemp, the Tiger here with us. We've got Mizzou and Arkansas coming up at the bottom of the hour right here on Channel 4. And, of course, the Tiger offense, Wes, miserable. It's been really, very tough to watch this team try to operate offensively. But I guess you go back and you look at what happened with Maddie Moss. The suspension, it really seemed to set this team back.
Right, and they were off to a great start on the season, I believe 3-1 when Maddie was suspended. And then really the biggest thing it does to your offense, it takes that comfort level away knowing I have a tenured upperclassman quarterback at the helm. He knows what's going on. He knows what he's going to do. It's a difference between somebody going in the huddle and calling the play and somebody going in the huddle and telling you what's about to happen and what we're about to do as an offensive unit.
Yeah, something Drew Lock has to try to get that adjustment. And, of course, a true freshman making his 8th start today for Maddie Mock. It's been a little rough. A lot of sacks. He's struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling. The team's struggling. I don't blame so much on him. The defense has given him great support, but having a dinged-up offensive line with injuries from our most senior offensive lineman, Evan Boehm, who's obviously one of the most outspoken persons on the team, to have a young receiver group of receivers dropping 5 and 6 balls a game. Any young quarterback, old quarterback, that's tough to have drop balls, and then also missing one of your biggest offensive weapons in Russell Hansborough, and him now just getting back healthy towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Drew Lock looking for a strong finish today against Arkansas.
Going into the next year, I mean, we've gone through a ton of adversity as of now, and to be able to get to a bowl game through all of this, that would be a big deal, and to show that we can overcome a lot of stuff and get things done. There's some pretty talented guys on their team, without a doubt. I mean, you've seen their last couple of games; they've been playing pretty well as far as winning games. And I mean, obviously they put up some points last week, which we got to evaluate that film and see what we can do with that. But I mean, they're just another SEC defense, and any SEC defense you go against is going to be pretty talented.
Young-looking guy.
Yeah, he's got the flow going on for sure. No. Maybe time for a haircut.
Yeah, could very well be time for a haircut. Right. We're going to see a lot of him today in the season finale for Mizzou. And even though the Tigers haven't scored much this year, they're going to have to put some points on the board because Arkansas, they can light up the scoreboard. These guys can really score. We're also going to talk about who's going to replace Gary Pinkel. We're going to take a look at some of the names that's being mentioned to replace the coach, and we're going to throw in a few of our own possible candidates. It's the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan. We're a little over 30 minutes away from the CBS Network coverage of Mizzou and Arkansas. Stay with us.
It's back. Nissan's holiday event, now with special Black Friday offers.
Right now, choose Pathfinder and save up to $2,500 or up to $1,500 on Nissan Murano. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Elko Chevrolet, for the best in Chevy sales and service. With more than 1,000 vehicles to choose from, you'll always find the Chevy you're looking for. And our professional sales staff make buying a car easy and hassle-free. When your Chevrolet needs service, our certified mechanics will fix it right and get you back on the road. Our expanded service center means you never have to make an appointment. Get the new 2016 Cruise LT for only $169 a month for 24 months. Find new roads. ElkoChevrolet.com.
November is the time when you really start to feel the pain of your home's bad windows, which makes it the ideal time for renewal by Anderson's Countdown to Black Friday window sale. Our window sale is going on now and ends on Black Friday. But until then, you'll get our biggest dollar discount of the entire year. $300 off every window and $850 off every patio door. With 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That means you can get your new windows now, but you won't pay for them for an entire year. Don't wait until the colder weather to deal with your bad windows. Renewal by Anderson's countdown to Black Friday window sale is going on now and ends on Black Friday. So until the 27th, you'll get $300 off every window and $850 off every patio door. For an appointment during our sale, call 314-312-3030.
I wish this day would never end.
The gift that keeps on throwing. Now at the Oh What Fun It Is to Drive event.
Visit Munganess St. Louis Acura or Frank Lita Acura for attractive offers on the MDX.
Come see why.
Jim Butler is the Chevy powerhouse.
It's the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan.
And welcome back, everybody. Maurice Drummond here with you. Let's head back out to Fayetteville, rainy Fayetteville, that is, where Brian Feldman is standing by live with more. Brian?
Maurice, just because Gary Pinkel, the head coach of the Missouri Tigers, is retiring from his position as head coach after the season is over, whether that's after today's game against Arkansas or a potential bowl game, that doesn't by any stretch of the imagination mean he is going to retire from Mizzou altogether. Gary Pinkel is on record as saying he cannot be the type of guy to just lay on a beach all day, every day, and do nothing. He needs a schedule. He needs something to do. He needs something to put his mind towards. So when I went to Columbia earlier this week, I went to Gary Pinkel, and I went to the players to find out what on earth is this man going to do in retirement.
I've actually thought about that. Like, I don't know what Coach Pinkel would do with himself, you know, once he's done with this, because I feel like he's always on the go. Like, he has to be doing something. So, and hopefully he'll pick up golf or something. I don't know.
I haven't thought about golf much. I don't. Again, I can't go walk out and walk around my yard and go golf all the time. I mean, I'd like to compete. I'll probably work at it more, but I got to do something constructive. You know, I got to do something significant. That's all. It has to be significant.
That sure doesn't sound like a man who's ready to lie on a beach all day, every day. Gary Pinkel has given most of his professional life to Missouri University, and he says he is open to just about anything, as long as it impacts Mizzou.
I'm going to do something. You know, I got to do something. And Lord knows I got to do something. I just can't sit around. And I'd like to do something of significance. You know, help out in any way I can. And I think it'll be, you know, when I finally done coaching, whenever that happens, that I'm going to sit down and kind of talk about that. And you know, we talked a little bit of things about fundraising, about the new facility, and there's a lot of things I could, you know, possibly do on campus to help out. I'll do anything to help this university, public relations wise, anything I can. And we'll just have to wait and see how it sorts itself out. But I'm very appreciative of the university, you know, wanting me to stay a part of it.
Something tells me Mack Rhoades and Mizzou is going to find a way to give Gary Pinkel something to do in retirement. If he doesn't want to be the head coach of the football team week after week, recruiting week after week after week, they will find a way to make him useful. Now, coming up a little bit later on our Missouri pregame show here, the question is, will Mizzou go to a bowl game if they do not win today against Arkansas? Technically, you need 6 wins. However, this year may be a little bit different. Would Mizzou players want to go to a bowl game if they finish the season 5-7? That's coming up a little bit later on our pregame show. Maurice, let's send it back to you.
All right, Brian, look forward to talking about that topic. And Gary Pinkel, obviously moving on, 11 job openings. I want to know from you, how big is this Mizzou job?
I think it's going to be a run-of-the-mill job, upper-tier job. If there's 11 openings, I'd probably say top 5, 6 jobs in the country now. You got the USC, the South Carolinas that are probably closer to 5-star programs where it might be a little bit easier to get a recruit, a 5-star. And then there's obviously going to be a lot more money involved with USC or South Carolina and their stringent search.
Yeah, obviously a better job than when he took it over.
Yeah, definitely.
By far.
SEC, bigger money, bigger revenue deals, donors giving more than ever. It's a great opportunity to jump in there as the head coach of the University of Missouri.
So the question is, who's going to take over for Gary Pinkel? We have a list of a couple of candidates, at least some guys have been mentioned. We start with Barry Odom, the Mizzou defensive coordinator. He's been around a while. You know him very well.
Mr. No-Nonsense himself. He's the type of guy you want as a leader of your team. He's been there. He's played there. He's got blood, sweat, and tears involved in a college football program at Mizzou. Then he comes back to Mizzou, coaches for a few years there, goes to defensive coordinator at University of Memphis. What does he do? Just leads the country and defensive proficiencies. And then he comes back to Mizzou and leads the second rated defense in the SEC, first in my mind because they've been playing 40 minutes a game. So it's going to be exciting to see who it comes down to.
And you got Justin Fuente of Memphis. Memphis already offered him a $3 million extension. Not sure if that's going to be enough. And we heard Brian talk about Tom Herman of Houston. Mack Rhodes, very familiar. Right. Here's Barry Odom on the rumors that he's a candidate to be Mizzou's next head coach.
You know, I've got so much to do at this point for this football team, my responsibility, and, you know, it's a tremendous challenge on what we have, you know, on the other side of the field on Friday. And, you know, this time of year throughout the country, there's a lot of talk. And I owe it to this football team to stay focused and to try to get us in position to play our best game defensively.
A confident guy, and like you said, continuity, I think, would be the key here if they kept him in the fold. And still ahead on the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan. We're going to head back to Fayetteville for a live report with Emily. Plus, hey, as much as the Mizzou offense has struggled, the defense has tried to hold up their end of the bargain. And we're going to discuss how the Tigers can try to slow down one of the hottest offenses in college football. It's all coming your way next on the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan.
Where's the car, Dad?
Still a shop, but this is way better.
What?
I know, what?
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. Meineke gets you back on the road fast. Get 10% off maintenance or repair services now through Black Friday. Meineke, on with life.
This is Black Friday. Oh, my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it?
Bam! 20% back? Awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models. Hurry, ends Monday.
I think the deals are absolutely wonderful.
It's very easy to get credit to Instant Credit Auto Mart.
It was a very good experience. Everyone was very friendly when I got here.
Double your down payment all month long and drive away in a car you love. 500 turns into 1,000, 1,000 turns into 2,000, and 1,500 turns into 3,000. Plus, our 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty comes with every car purchase. Get a new start at Instacredit Auto Mart.
Instacredit Auto Mart.
Save big on a new Buick during the Big Bommarito Buick Macy's Day Black Friday 3-day sales event. Black Friday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Buy a 2015 Buick Encore with $5,000 off and receive a $500 Macy's gift card. After 11 a.m. through Monday at 9 p.m., buy with $4,000 off and receive a $250 Macy's gift card. Plus, every new Buick has a Bommarito exclusive 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide warranty. Doors open at 8 a.m. Black Friday at Bommarito Buick and Bommarito.com.
All the power of Football STL in your pocket. Download the Football STL app today.
There's a place where hard work is king, where people punch in early and leave late. And so is it any surprise that when a true hero is born, that they come from a place like this? Ram salutes the heroes of the Hunger Games. Watch The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, now playing. Hurry in for 0% APR for 75 months on a 2015 Ram 1500 model. Ends November 30th. Get 0% APR for 75 months for up to $12,000 in total values on the 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
Where's the car, Dad?
Still a shop, but this is way better.
What?
I know, what?
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. Meineke gets you back on the road fast. Get 10% off maintenance or repair services now through Black Friday. Meineke, on with life.
It's the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan.
All right, let's head back out to Fayetteville where the rain continues to fall. Our own Emily Rao, she's braving the elements, but I think she's also having some fun out there, too. Emily, what do you got?
We're having a lot of
of fun out here, Mo, and, you know, really grateful that it's Black Friday because I had to take a trip to Cabela's for some Gore-Tex because you need it out here. Very wet conditions here in Fayetteville. Had a lot of people starting to head into the stadium, and not exactly the best tailgating conditions I've ever seen in my time as a Mizzou football fan. We'll show you some video of that, just what people are dealing with. Definitely have the tents up. The sides of those tents are up, and even some heaters for this tailgate today on a very rainy day. But we know it's very important for Mizzou fans. They've told me they want to come out and show good support for Pinkel, of course, but also just being a great SEC team and an SEC fan base that travels with the team. I've heard that from several people. That's why they are out braving these elements. And like you said, Mo, trying to have some fun. Take a listen. We found some fans, young and old, who are doing just that. What do you think about being here today?
It's a good game.
Yeah? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you staying dry?
I don't know.
What do you think about those Mizzou Tigers?
They're going to win, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah! M-I-Z-C-O-U! I asked that little guy if he was going to Mizzou when he gets old enough. He said, well, Mizzou or LSU, but at least I'd be a Tiger. So we'll work on the black and gold part of that. But, Mo, people are having fun and trying to stay dry. Back to you.
All right, Emily, thank you very much. Stay as dry as you can out there. The Razorbacks, you know, these guys can really put some points on the scoreboard. We're going to take a closer look at one of the hottest offenses in the nation as the Missouri pregame report continues after the break.
This was the pregame with a Coach Gary.
After you've had a long day, we're here at 6.
And we're here at 10, getting you ready for the next day.
I'm Steve Savard.
And I'm Melissa Reitmeyer.
Join us at 6 and 10.
News 4, we're always watching out for you.
I believe that News 4 could be the voice of the public. They speak for a lot of us.
News 4's Chris Nagus, Mike Colombo, Lauren Traeger, holding the government accountable, exposing scammers, getting results. News 4 investigates, watching out for you.
Don't miss the Bommarito Volkswagen Macy's Day Black Friday sales event. Friday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Save big on any new VW, plus get a $500 Macy's gift card. Buy at 11 a.m. through Monday at 9 p.m. and get a $250 Macy's gift card. Only at Bommarito Volkswagen.
This is Black Friday.
Oh, my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it?
Bam. 20% back? Awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models. See your Mid-America Chevy dealer.
It's back. It's Nissan's holiday event. Now with special Black Friday offers.
Right now, choose Altima and save up to $35.25 or save up to $17.50 on Sentra. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
The News 4 Bommarito Street Fleet.
Always watching out for you.
Black Friday blowouts last all weekend long at Weekends Only.
Huge selection of dining sets at half the price. Tons of bedroom sets, half the price. Simmons Bonded Sectional, just $5.94. Memory foam mattress, Tempur-Pedic quality, only $268.
Hurry in. At this price, we will sell out.
2,000 coil queen sets, just $478. Queen adjustable base, just $185. Plus limited time 3-year financing.
You don't want to miss it. Weekends Only. More home for less.
Don't miss the Bommarito Volkswagen Macy's Day Black Friday sales event. Friday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Save big on any new VW, plus get a $500 Macy's gift card. Buy at 11 a.m. through Monday at 9 p.m. and get a $250 Macy's gift card. Only at Bommarito Volkswagen.
It's the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan.
Maurice Drummond back with you. Wes Kemp alongside. Tigers have a big test with these Razorbacks. They're averaging 50 points a game over their last 5 games. Right. When you're averaging 14 points a game like Mizzou, boy, you got a tough test today.
Yeah, and then our defense is, Mizzou's defense has only given up a little over 2 touchdowns a game. So I think it will be a, going to be a give or take situation. I don't see them putting up 50 points today, maybe more around, especially with the heavy rain conditions, more around 2-3 touchdowns today, and we'll have to see what Missouri's offense can produce.
Well, you got a hot team, and of course you had the crazy play that Arkansas pulled off against Mississippi State a couple weeks ago. You know, when you look at the offense, I mean, you're very familiar with these guys.
Yeah, and originally out of high school, my first commitment was to Brett Bielema and University of Wisconsin. Really a Big Ten offense, if you see it. He likes to run the ball early, run the ball late, pass when he has to. They started doing well passing, getting down early in games. As of late, you see with the 50-point numbers over the past 5 games. But really, they like to ground and pound, get a 1 or 2 point lead, and then just run the clock down.
And, of course, taking on Arkansas today. Here's Coach Pinkel, what he sees as a budding rivalry between the Tigers and Arkansas.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see. I think this rivalry is going to become really, really big. You know, I'm going to question about it, you know, and it's going to be, you know, they're right adjacent to us, south of us, southwest of us, and I think it's going to be a great rivalry.
Now, speaking of rivalries, I guess now in the SEC, that you see any team in the SEC right now that there's a connection. Is there any budding rivalries maybe outside of Arkansas that you see?
Outside of Arkansas, Ole Miss, but them being on the other side of the conference, that hurts us a little bit. Don't get to play them every year, but biggest rivalry has to be Arkansas. I mean, Mo. They got Kansas in their name. Come on. What else do you need?
Right, exactly.
I got enough mustard. Hey, got enough to hate them.
There you go. That's enough. No doubt about that. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Arkansas, heading back out to Arkansas, and we're also going to check in with Kristen with one more check on that weather as the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan, continues after the break.
It's the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan.
Oh, honey, the Hyundai Thanksgiving Feast event's going to be better than ever. Not only do we have some amazing deals, and not only is every Hyundai backed by America's best warranty, but this year we got something special planned for the kids. Go. 1 second, honey. Carl? We should probably rethink this.
Now lease the 2016 Santa Fe Sport for $239 a month. No. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Elko Chevrolet, for the best in Chevy sales and service. With more than 1,000 vehicles to choose from, you'll always find the Chevy you're looking for. And our professional sales staff make buying a car easy and hassle-free. When your Chevrolet needs service, our certified mechanics will fix it right and get you back on the road. Our expanded service center means you never have to make an appointment. Drive a 2016 Malibu LT for just $179 a month for 24 months. Chevy, find new roads. ElkoChevrolet.com.
From seasonal work to lasting rewards, get there with a job at UPS. Whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. We're immediately seeking daytime driver helpers and part-time package handlers right here in your own community. Apply now to work close to home. A great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com/TV or text UPS Jobs to 33733.
Santa has a magic snow globe for every family. And whatever he puts in our snow globe shows up at our house. And this year, look at what he put in our driveway.
Santa can do that?
You sure can, honey.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is here. Lease the 2016 ES350 for $349 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Save on every new Audi during the Big Bommarito Audi West County Macy's Day Black Friday 3-day sales event. Black Friday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Buy a 2016 Audi A3 with $5,000 off and receive a $500 Macy's gift card. After 11 a.m. through Monday at 9 p.m., buy with $4,000 off and receive a $250 Macy's gift card. Everyone qualifies during this 3-day sales event. Doors open at 8 a.m. Black Friday at Audi West County and Bommarito.com.
All the power of forewarned weather in your pocket. Download the KMOV weather app for free today. It's the Missouri pregame report, sponsored by Nissan.
Maurice Drummond back with Wes Kent. The countdown continues to Gary Pinkel's final game as head coach. It's also the final game for those 21 seniors. Time now to head back to Fayetteville, Arkansas. And we have more with Brian Feldman out in the rain. Brian, what do you have?
Maurice, normally in college football, you need 6 wins in order to go to a bowl game. Right now, Mizzou has 5. This year is a little bit different because there are so many bowls and not enough potential 6-win teams. There's a chance Mizzou could lose today, just have 5 wins, and still go to a bowl. Now, the question is, would the players even want to go to a bowl game at 5 and 7?
5 and 7. I mean, me personally, I don't want to go to a bowl game if you're 5 and 7 because you didn't earn the right to go to a bowl game at 5 and 7. You know, you're supposed to have 6 wins to go. But you know, to go to a bowl game would be great for Coach Pinkel. It'd be great for this team. Some of the young guys to get that bowl experience.
Coach Pinkel was asked that exact same question earlier this week, and he gave the diplomatic answer by saying that's not something for him to decide. That is for the athletic director, Mack Rhoades, to determine. And he said whatever Mack Rhoades decides would be the correct decision. That will do it from here on our Missouri pregame reports. Let's send it back to St. Louis and Maurice.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. Fine work out there. And let's talk a little bit about that thought. Right. Wes, you're 5 and 7. You're a player. Do you take the bowl game just because you're in a bowl game, or do you feel like, I'll pass?
Give me the game. I want to strap it up one more time, especially with Coach going out like this, being his last game. You don't turn over opportunities like that. And then sometimes, you know, like my dad always said, it's always sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Mm-hmm. Take the opportunity.
Take the opportunity.
All right. We'll talk about now a little bit of weather. We saw all the weather that's coming down in Fayetteville. Let's head over to Krista Cornett for an update on what's going on in Fayetteville.
Well, the forecast in Fayetteville, Arkansas for the game, not looking so good. Check it out. Widespread rain blanketing the area, and you can see more where that came from. Hey, at least they're not dealing with the icy conditions like they are out to the northwest. So just rain, but it's not going to be particularly pleasant. The kickoff forecast, 42 degrees, cloudy skies. Rain is likely. Winds north at about 8 miles per hour. And during the duration of the game, doesn't really change. It stays cloudy. Temperatures hanging out in the low 40s. Rain continues to be likely. We're talking a likelihood up around 100%. The winds will continue to be north at about 8 miles per hour. There might be a few breaks between rain showers here and there, but for the most part, rain for most of the game. Moderate, maybe even heavy at times.
All right. Thank you very much, Kristen. Wet day out in Fayetteville. We're going to put the finishing touches on the pregame show and some final thoughts on Gary Pinkel's career. We're back in 2 minutes.
It's back. Nissan's holiday event. Now with special Black Friday offers.
Right now, lease Pathfinder just $279 per month, or get a $269 per month lease on Murano. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
On his legendary quest, Jack went looking for a man known simply as the Onion Whisperer. The Onion said, "You must prepare me 3 ways, then put it all on a burger and make a commercial about it." And that's the legend of the Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack.
Crispy, grilled, and caramelized onion aioli. The Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family.
I wish this day would never end.
The gift that keeps on throwing. Now at the Oh What Fun It Is to Drive event.
Visit Munganess St. Louis Acura or Frank Lita Acura for attractive offers on the MDX.
I thought you said they got a Buick. I thought they did.
Is that a Buick?
So, where are you?
Using the built-in Wi-Fi in Tina's new Buick.
My grandpa used to drive a Buick.
It doesn't look like a Buick.
No kidding.
Okay, who wants smoothies?
That's not your grandpa.
Now get the best of the remaining 2015s. Current lessees, switch to Buick with this low-mileage lease on this Encore for around $175 a month with just $175 due at signing.
I think the deals are absolutely wonderful.
It's very easy to get credit to Instant Credit Auto Mart.
It was a very good experience. Everyone was very friendly when I got here.
Double your down payment all month long and drive away in a car you love. 500 turns into 1,000, 1,000 turns into 2,000, and 1,500 turns into 3,000. Plus our 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty comes with every car purchase. Get a new start at Instacredit Auto Mart.
Instacredit Auto Mart. Steve Savard, telling your story for over 20 years on News 4 at 6 and 10 p.m.
I'm gonna be okay. I guarantee I'm gonna enjoy myself, and I'm gonna do things that I was spend with my wife and my family, you know, my 8 grandkids, and I mean I got plenty of those things to do. But I'll do something of significance. I'll find something. I'm not really worried about it, except I just, you know, there's going to be time here where I got to get going on it and get it organized, and also look what the options are out there also.
Gary Pinkel about to exit the stage, his final game as the head coach of the Tigers. And, of course, Wes Kemp, recruited by Gary Pinkel, played for Gary Pinkel. I believe we also have some tape of Wes Kemp in action playing for Gary Pinkel. Tell me about what it was like to play for this guy. I mean, when you talk about, first of all, and there's Wes Kemp right there doing his thing.
Right. It's just a tremendous honor to play for a coach like that. And what he instilled in me as a young man was just no excuses, same things I use in the business world today. And then, you know, just don't make excuses for yourself. And then just always give yourself a fighting chance. And no matter how bad the outcome looks, you just keep on fighting, you keep on clawing, and you keep on doing what you have to do and what's necessary to win the game, or at least be competitive and be in the game.
And one final thought. That guy running on that, on that field right there, what do you remember about just the growth in the process in Mizzou?
That guy looked a little tired out there. But, yeah, the growth process, just being able to come in as one thing and then being able to take a sport that you love and care about and be able to put for him to be able to instill in me a work ethic, to keep on working, keep on driving, how to get better year after year, and then able to do that in front of 80 to 100,000 people is something that makes it easy to come on TV with you now.
There you go. The game of life, right?
Right.
All right, man. We can't thank you enough for coming in here.
Appreciate it.
We're going to check out this game, see what happens here.
Sounds
the Tigers and Razorbacks are just moments away from kickoff for Wes Kemp. Brian Feldman, Emily Rao, Kristen Cornett, and everyone behind the scenes here at Channel 4. Thank you for watching the Missouri Pregame Report, sponsored by Nissan. Gary Pinkel coaches his final game at Arkansas. Enjoy the game, everybody.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The redesigned Accord with multi-angle rearview camera standard. Hurry into the Happy Honda Days sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
November is the time when you really start to feel the pain of your home's bad windows, which makes it the ideal time for Renewal by Anderson's Countdown to Black Friday window sale. Our window sale is going on now and ends on Black Friday. But until then, you'll get our biggest dollar discount of the entire year. $300 off every window and $850 off every patio door. With 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That means you can get your new windows now, but you won't pay for them for an entire year. Don't wait until the colder weather to deal with your bad windows. Renewal by Anderson's Countdown to Black Friday window sale is going on now and ends on Black Friday. So until the 27th, you'll get $300 off every window and $850 off every patio door. For an appointment during our sale, call 314-312-3030.
From seasonal work to lasting rewards, get there with a job at UPS. Whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. We're immediately seeking daytime driver helpers and part-time package handlers right here in your own community. Apply now to work close to home. A great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com/TV or text UPS Jobs to 33733.
Chevy has announced Black Friday for all of November. As usual, Jim Butler is going one better than the factory and all other Chevy dealers, turning Black Friday into green